12 Asian traditions that still exist in China and continue to influence modern life. China is widely recognized as one of the cradles of human civilization, with a history that stretches back thousands of years. Throughout this historical journey, the country has experienced many dynasties and major social transformations. Despite these changes, many Asian traditions and customs have continued to survive and remain part of everyday life for millions of people. These traditions represent not only valuable cultural heritage but also connection between the past and the present. The long-standing tradition of China developed from a variety of influences, including spiritual beliefs, philosophical ideas, social customs, and natural conditions. Asian philosophies such as Confucianism and Taoism have had a profound impact on Chinese culture and values. These philosophical systems emphasize principles such as respect for family, filial piety, social harmony, and the importance of maintaining balance between human and nature. One of the most significant aspects of Chinese culture is the strong emphasis placed on family. In many traditional customs, the family is considered the foundation of society. Multiple generations often maintain close relationships, supporting and caring for one another. Family gatherings, especially during traditional festivals, hold great importance for Chinese people. These moments provide opportunities for relatives to express gratitude, respect, and affection toward one another and toward their ancestors. Beyond the family unit, community life also plays an important role in many traditional practices. In both rural villages and urban neighborhoods, people often participate in collective activities such as festivals, cultural events, and religious ceremonies. These gatherings strengthen social bonds and have maintained a sense of unity within communities. Many Asian traditions in China are also closely connected to the rhythm of nature and agricultural historical. Much of population depend on farming, and many customs develop around seasonal cycle, harvest period, and natural changes throughout the year. Festivals such as Chinese New Year and Mid-Autumn Festival reflect this deep relationship between people and the natural world. Although China has become one of the most modern and rapidly developing countries in the world, many of its Asian traditions are still respected and practiced today. In both large city and rural regions, traditional customs continue to appear in festivals, family ceremonies, and community events. This unique combination of Asian heritage and modern development has created a distinctive cultural identity for China. These traditions help people remember their history roots while continuing to shape the value of contemporary society. Today, people around the world are increasingly interested in learning about Chinese traditions. These customs not only carry historical significance, but also offer meaningful lessons about family values, respect, harmony, and the relationship between human and nature. In the following sections, we will explore 12 Asian traditions that still exist in China today and discover the cultural meaning behind each of them. 1. Chinese New Year. Among the many long-standing traditions of China, Chinese New Year, also known as the Lunar New Year, is considered the most important and meaningful celebration for Chinese people. The festival marks the beginning of a new year according to the lunar calendar and symbolizes renewal, family unities, and hopes for good fortune in the coming year. With a history that spans through thousands of years, this celebration remains one of the most significant cultural traditions in Chinese society. Chinese New Year usually takes place between the late January and early February, depending on the lunar calendar cycle. This period represents the transition between the old years and the new one. For this reason, people believe it is the perfect time to start fresh and welcome positive changes. In the days leading up to the festival, families spend time thoroughly cleaning their homes. This tradition is not only about maintaining cleanliness but also symbolizes sweeping away bad luck from the past in order to welcome good fortune in the new year. One of the most recognizable features of Chinese New Year is the color red, which appears almost everywhere during the celebration. Homes, streets, and public buildings are decorated with red lanterns, red banners, and festive ornaments. In traditional beliefs, the color red represents luck, happiness, prosperity, and protection from negative energy. Red envelopes containing monies are also commonly given to children and younger family members as a symbol of blessings and good wishes for the year ahead. Family reunion dinners are another essential part of the celebration. On New Year Eve, families gather to share a special meal together. These meals often include traditional dishes that carry symbolic meanings. Foods such as dumplings, fish, and longevity noodles are commonly served because they represent prosperity, abundance, and long life. Another well-known custom during the festival is the use of fireworks and firecrackers. Traditionally, loud firecrackers were believed to scare away evil spirits and bad luck. Although modern cities sometimes restrict firecrackers for safety and environmental reasons, fireworks displays and festive sounds still play an important role in creating the joyful atmosphere of the holiday. In addition to family gathering, Chinese New Year is also celebrated with cultural performance and public festivities. Dragon dance, lion dance, and traditional music performance are commonly seen in many cities and towns. These performances attract large crowds and add excitement and energy to the celebrations. For many Chinese people, the festive is also an opportunity to travel back to their hometowns after spending months work far away. Millions of people travel across the country to reunite with their family during this period. This massive annual movement of people is often considered one of the largest human migrations in the world. Despite the rapid modernization of Chinese society, Chinese New Year continues to hold deep cultural significance. The festival not only preserves Asian traditions but also strengthens family bonds and allows people to celebrate hope, renewal, and togetherness as they welcome the new year. 2. Traditional tea drinking. Among the many long-standing traditions of China, tea culture holds a special place in the daily lives of its people. For thousands of years, Chinese society had developed the art of tea drinking into the refined cultural practice that combined flavor, ritual, and philosophy. For many people, drinking tea is not simply about quenching thirst. It is also a way to relax, reflect, and connect with others. According to the Asian legend, the discovery of tea is associated with the mythical Chinese Emperor Shennong. The story tells that while he was boiling water, several leaves from a nearby tea plant accidentally fell into the pot. When he tasted the infused water, he discovered its pleasant aroma and refreshing flavor. From that moment, tea gradually became a popular drink and eventually an important cultural tradition in Chinese society. Over the century, the art of drinking tea continued to evolve and became closely connected with intellectual and cultural life. In ancient times, scholars, poets, and thinkers often gathered together to drink tea while discussing philosophy, literature, and ideas. Tea created a calm and peaceful atmosphere that encouraged thoughtful conversation and creativity. One of the most distinctive aspects of Chinese tea culture is the attention given to the ritual of preparation. The traditional art of brewing and serving tea, often referred to as the Chinese tea ceremony, involve careful steps such as selecting the right tea leaves, controlling water temperature, timing the brewing process, and pouring the tea properly. Every detail is handled with care to ensure the best flavor and experience. There are many different types of tea enjoyed in China, each with its own unique characteristics. Some of the most popular varieties include green tea, oolong tea, and pure tea. These teas are valued not only for their distinctive flavors, but also for their potential health benefit. Beyond its taste and aroma, tea drinking also carries important social and cultural meanings. Offering tea is often seen as a gesture of respect and hospitality. When welcoming guests, hosts typically prepare tea carefully and serve it to visitors as a sign of politeness and appreciation. Tea also plays a role in strengthening relationships among family members and friends. During gatherings, sharing tea provides a comfortable and relaxing setting for conversation. The warmth of a cup of tea often helps create a family and intimate atmosphere where people can talk freely and enjoy each other's company. Even in today's fast-paced modern society, the tradition of tea drinking continues to thrive in many parts of China. From traditional tea houses to family homes, people still enjoy tea as an essential part of daily life. The combination of long history, refined rituals, and deep cultural meaning that has made tea culture one of the most iconic traditions in China. 3. Chinese calligraphy. Among the many cultural traditions of China, Chinese calligraphy is considered one of the most respected and refined forms of traditional art. More than simply writing character, calligraphy represents a unique combination of artistic expression, philosophy, and personal emotion. Over thousands of years, this art form has become one of the most recognizable cultural symbols of Chinese civilization. Chinese calligraphy is created using a set of traditional tools that include brush, ink, paper, and an inkstone. These tools are collectively known as the four treasures of the study Chinese scholarly tradition. The soft brush allows the writer to create flowing and dynamic strokes that can vary in thickness, intensity, and shape depending on the movement of the hand. When practicing calligraphy, artists typically write in with black ink or on white or lightly colored paper. Every stroke must be deliberate and carefully controlled. Unlike ordinary handwriting, calligraphy requires instant concentration, patience, and mastery of hand movement. For this reason, many people believe that practicing calligraphy is also a form of mental discipline and meditation. Throughout Chinese history, calligraphy has been closely associated with scholars and intellectuals, though pursuing education or scholarly career often spends years perfecting their calligraphy skills. Beautiful handwriting were considered not only a sign of education, but also reflect a personal discipline, elegance, and moral character. One fascinating aspect of Chinese calligraphy is that every artist develops a unique style, even when writing the same character. Different calligraphers may produce completely different visual expression through variation in brush pressure, stroke order, and composition. Because of this, calligraphic works are often viewed as personal works of art that reflect the personality of the writer. Many famous calligraphy masters have left behind masterpieces that still admired today. One of the most celebrated figures in this tradition is Wang Xiji, often referred to as the shade of calligraphy in Chinese history. His works are admired for their elegance, balance, and natural flow of brush strokes. Calligraphy is not limited to book and manuscript. It is also widely used in many aspects of Chinese culture. Calligraphic works can often be seen on wall scrolls, poetic couplets, temples, and traditional architecture. In many homes, displaying calligraphy with meaningful phrases is believed to bring good fortune and reflect respect for cultural heritage. Today, although modern technology has changed the way people write and communicate, the art of calligraphy continues to thrive. Many schools and cultural institutions in China still teach calligraphy as an important part of artistic education and cultural preservation. Chinese calligraphy therefore represents far more than written language. Through graceful and expression brushstroke, artists can communicate their emotion, thoughts, and philosophical outlook of life. 4. Traditional martial arts. In the long and rich cultural history of China, traditional martial arts play a very important role and are considered an essential part of the nation's identity. Chinese martial arts, widely known around the world as Kung Fu, are not merely fighting technique but also a comprehensive system for training both the body and the mind. Over thousands of years, Chinese martial arts have evolved into one of the most recognizable cultural symbols of China. The origins of Chinese martial arts date back to the ancient time when people needed ways to defend themselves from wild animals and protect their communities during conflicts. Over time, these combat techniques became more organized and developed into many different styles and schools. Each style had its own philosophy, training methods, and unique movement. One of the most distinctive aspects of Chinese martial arts is the emphasis on harmony between physical health and mental balance. Practitioners do not focus solely on fighting skills, but also cultivate patience, discipline, and social self-control. Many martial art philosophies are deeply influenced by traditional Chinese thought systems such as Taoism and Confucianism, which emphasize harmony between humans and nature. In addition to self-defense, martial arts are also widely recognized as an effective method for improving physical health. Training often includes dynamic movements that develop strength, flexibility, speed, and coordination. Regular practice can improve physical fitness, increase balance, and promote overall well-being. Several well-known styles of Chinese martial arts include Tai Chi, Shaolin Kung Fu, and Wing Chun. Each style has its own unique characteristic. For example, Tai Chi focuses on slow flowing movement designed to improve balance and health, while Shaolin Kung Fu is famous for its powerful technique and fast dynamic action. Throughout Chinese history, temples and martial arts schools have played an important role in preserving and passing down these traditions. One of the most famous places associated with Chinese martial arts is the Shaolin temples, which is often considered the birthplace of many traditional fighting styles. Monks practice martial arts not only for physical training but also a form of spiritual discipline. Today, Chinese martial arts have spread to many countries around the world and are practiced by millions of people. Film, television shows, and martial art performances have also contributed to the global popularity of Kung Fu. However, within China, martial art remains a significant part of cultural heritage. Many schools, clubs, and cultural centers continue to teach traditional techniques to young generation. Therefore, Chinese martial arts are not only sport or a system of self-defense, but also a path toward physical health, mental development, and a deeper understanding of Chinese cultural philosophy. 5. Mid-Autumn Festival. Among the many traditional celebrations in China, the Mid-Autumn Festival is considered one of the most meaningful and beloved festivals of the year. It usually takes place on the 15th day of the 8th month of the lunar calendar, when the moon is believed to be at its great brightest and fullest. For the Chinese people, this festival is not only an ancient cultural tradition, but also an important occasion for family reunions and shared happiness. For thousands of years, the moon has symbolized completeness and harmony in Chinese culture. Because of this symbolism, families often gather together on the night of the festival to admire the full moon and spend time with one another. Watching the moon together represents unity, harmony, and the strong bonds that connect family members. One of the most famous legends associated with this celebration is the story of Chang'e, the moon goddess in Chinese mythology. According to the legend, she drank an elixir of immortality and flew to the moon, where she lives forever. This story has become an important part of Chinese folklore and is often told to children during the festival. During this holiday, one of the most important traditional foods is the mooncake. Mooncakes are typically round in shape, symbolizing completeness and family unity. They come with a variety of fillings such as red bean paste, lotus seed paste, salt, egg yolk, and mixed nuts. People often give mooncake to family members, friends, and colleagues as gifts to express good wishes. Another popular tradition during the festival is the display of colorful lanterns. Beautiful Chinese lanterns of many shapes and sizes are hung in homes, streets, and public parks. Children especially enjoy carrying lanterns while walking outside in the evening, creating a vibrant and festive atmosphere. In many cities and towns, special cultural activities are also organized during this time. These may include lion dance, folk performance, and traditional games. Such events not only bring joy to communities but also have preserved important cultural tradition. Even in modern times, when people often live busy lives, the Mid-Autumn Festival continues to hold great significance in China. Many families still make an effort to reunite, share meals, and celebrate together during the meaningful occasion. For this reason, the Mid-Autumn Festival is much more than a holiday. It represents reunion, love among family members, and the hope for happiness, harmony in life through generation. This beautiful tradition continues to bring warmth and joy to countless families. 6. The tradition of giving red envelope. Among many cultural traditions in China, the custom of giving red envelopes during the New Year celebration remains one of the most beloved practices. During Chinese New Year, adults commonly prepare red envelopes containing money to give to children, family members, and sometimes even friends or colleagues. This tradition is not only about giving money but also about offering good wishes for luck, prosperity, and happiness in the coming year. The red envelope, commonly known as a red envelope, is traditionally colored red because this color symbolizes good fortune, happiness, and prosperity in Chinese culture. People believe that the color red can ward off bad luck and attract positive energy for the new year. Therefore, giving the red envelope is considered a meaningful gesture that carries blessing and good wishes. Children are usually the main recipient of red envelopes during the New Year celebration. When visiting relatives or greeting elders, children often offer New Year wishes and receive red envelope as lucky gift in return. This custom not only brings joy to children but also helps create a warm and festive atmosphere during the holiday. In some cases, adults also give red envelope to their parent or elderly relative as a way to show respect and gratitude. In the workplace, some companies provide red envelopes to employees as a symbolic gesture wishing them success and prosperity in the new year. An interesting aspect of this tradition is that the amount of money placed inside the envelope is often chosen carefully. Certain numbers that are considered unlucky are usually avoided, while numbers associated with good fortune are preferred. However, the true value of the red envelope lies not in the amount of money, but in the sincere wishes that accompany it. Even in modern times, when lifestyles have changed and new forms of gift have appeared, the tradition of giving red envelope remains an important part of New Year celebrations in China. Many families continue to practice this custom as a way to strengthen relationships and share family at the beginning of the year. For this reason, the red envelope tradition represents much more than a simple gift of money. It symbolizes affection, good fortune, and the hope for a bright and prosperous new year. 7. The art of lion dance and dragon dance. In many traditional festivals in China, the performance of lion dance and dragon dance are among the most exciting and eye-catching attractions. These famous cultural performances are known as Chinese lion dance and Chinese dragon dance. They are commonly performed during major celebrations such as Chinese New Year, grand openings of business, Spring Festival, and other cultural events. The lion dance is one of the most popular traditional performances. In this dance, performers operate a lion costume made of fabric and bamboo frames. Usually, two performers control one lion. One person operates the head while the other controls the body. The lion's movements are often lively, playful, and sometimes humorous, which help entertain and engage the audience. On the other hand, the dragon dance is typically a larger and more dramatic performance. The dragon is usually very long and controlled by a group of performers. Each performer holds a pole attached to a section of the dragon, and together they coordinate their movements to create smooth, wave-like motions. As the dragon moves, it appears to glide and flow through the air, creating a powerful and impressive visual spectacle. In Chinese culture, both the lion and the dragon are powerful symbols with positive meaning. The dragon represents strength, power, and prosperity, while the lion is believed to bring good fortune and protection. Because of this symbolism, these dances are not only form of entertainment but also carry important cultural and spiritual significance. Many people believe that the loud sounds of drums and gongs, along with the energetic movements of dancers, can drive away negative spirits and bring good luck to the community. For this reason, lion and dragon dance are often performed during the beginning of the New Year's or at important celebrations. Today, the traditions of lion and dragon dancing continue to thrive. These performances are not only popular in China, but also widely practiced in China community around the world. Lion and dragon dance teams often train extensively in order to perform during festival and cultural events. For this reason, lion dance and dragon dance are more than just performance. They represent living traditions that reflect the beliefs, cultural, and festive spirit of Chinese heritage. 8. Traditional medicine. Among many Asian cultural traditions of China, traditional Chinese medicine is considered one of the oldest and most comprehensive healthcare systems in the world. This medical tradition had existed and evolved for thousands of years based on philosophies that emphasize balance between the body, mind, and the natural environment. Even today, many practices of traditional Chinese medicine are widely used not only in China but also in many other countries. One of the key principles of this system is the concept of vital energy in the body, commonly known as qi. According to traditional belief, when this energy flows smoothly and harmoniously throughout the body, a person remains healthy. However, when the flow of energy becomes blocked or unbalanced, illness may occur. Therefore, the main goal of treatment is to restore the body's natural balance. One of the most well-known practices in traditional Chinese medicine is acupuncture. This method involves inserting very thin needles into specific points on the body to stimulate energy flow. Many people believe acupuncture can help relieve pain, improve circulation, and support the treatment of various health conditions. Herbal medicine is another important aspect of traditional Chinese healing. In this system, many natural blends and herbs are carefully combined to create remedy for different illnesses. These herbal formulas are often customized based on an individual health condition in order to achieve the best results. In addition to acupuncture and herbal medicine, therapeutic body treatment are also widely practiced. One well-known technique is tuina, a traditional form of therapeutic massage that helps relax muscle, improve blood circulation, and reduce stress. These treatments are often combined to create a holistic approach to health and wellness. Today, even though modern medicine had advanced significantly, traditional Chinese medicine still play an important role in daily lives of many people. Many hospitals and healthcare centers in China integrate both modern medical practice and traditional therapies to provide more comprehensive treatment. For this reason, traditional Chinese medicine is not only a medical system, but also a philosophy of life that emphasizes harmony between human and natural, as well as the importance of maintaining health in natural and balanced way. 9. Qingming Festival. Among the long-standing tradition of China, the Qingming Festival is a meaningful occasion dedicated to honoring ancestors and remember family heritage. The festival usually takes place in early April according to the solar calendar. It provides an opportunity for people to express respect and gratitude toward their ancestors while reminding younger generation of the importance of family roots and traditions. During the Qingming Festival, many families visit cemeteries or ancestral burial sites to perform a traditional ritual known as tomb sweeping. People clean the tombstone, remove weeds, and tidy the surrounding area to show respect and care for the resting place of their loved one. After cleaning the grave, family often place offerings at the tomb. These offerings may include flowers, fruits, tea, wine, or traditional foods. People also light incense and bow in remembrance, expressing gratitude and respect for the contribution of previous generations. Another common practice during this festival is the burning of symbolic paper offering known as Joss paper. According to traditional belief, burning this paper represents sending money or goods to ancestors in the afterlife. Although symbolic, this ritual continues to be practiced by many families as a part of cultural tradition. Besides honoring ancestors, Qingming Festival also a time to enjoy the beauty of spring. After visiting the graves, family often take part in outdoor activities such as walking in nature, flying kites, or having picnics. This combination of remembrance and outdoor enjoyment creates a meaningful balance between honoring the past and appreciate the moment. In Chinese culture, respect for ancestors is a deeply valued principle influenced by teachings of Confucianism. For this reason, the Qingming Festival is not only a cultural ritual, but also a way to strengthen the bonds between generations within a family. Even in modern times, as a society continues to evolve, the Qingming Festival remains an important tradition in China. Each year, it continues to remind people of the importance of gratitude toward their ancestors and the enduring value of family heritage. 10. Traditional clothing. Among many cultural treasures of China, traditional clothing plays an important role in representing the nation's long history and cultural identity. Over thousands of years, Chinese society has developed various styles of clothing that reflect different historical periods, social status, and cultural aesthetics. One of the most iconic traditional garments is hanfu. Hanfu, or originated in ancient China was widely worn throughout many dynasties. This traditional outfit is known for loose structure, long flowing sleeves, and elegant lines that create a graceful and refined appearance. Hanfu garments were often made from silk or other light fabric, giving them both comfort and a sense of sophistication. One distinctive feature of Hanfu is its layered design and the use of tiers instead of buttons, which are common in modern clothing. This design allows the clothing to move smoothly with the wearer, creating a flow and elegant visual effect. The color and decorative patterns on Hanfu also carry symbolic meanings that reflect the rich tradition of Chinese culture. Historical Hanfu were more than just everyday clothing. It also represents social status and ceremonial traditions. Different styles, colors, and patterns were used depending on a person's role in society. Scholars, officials, and members of the royal family were often wore more elaborate garments decorated with intricate designs. After centuries of social change and modernization, traditional Hanfu clothing became less common in daily life. However, in recent years, there has been a strong revival of interest in Hanfu, especially among younger generation in China. Many young people now wear Hanfu during traditional festival, cultural event, and photo session. This revival is not only a fashion trend but also a cultural movement. By wearing traditional clothing, many young people express pride in their heritage and reconnect with the historical roots of Chinese civilization. Today, Hanfu frequently appears in festival, cultural celebration, films, and artistic performance. These events help preserve and promote traditional clothing while introducing this unique cultural heritage to people around the world. For this reason, Hanfu is not simply a style of clothing, it is a symbol of history, cultural identity, and the enduring elegance of Chinese civilization. 11. The tradition of hanging red couplets. Among the tradition custom of China, hanging red couplets during the New Year celebration is a familiar and meaningful practice. During Chinese New Year, many families decorate the entrance of their home with strips of red paper containing written blessings and good wishes. This tradition not only makes homes look festive and colorful, but also reflect hopes for a prosperous and fortunate year ahead. These decorative writings are commonly known as Chinese couplets. They usually consist of two vertical lines of poetry written on red paper and placed on both sides of the doorway. The message often includes wishes for happiness, prosperity, good fortune, and success in the coming year. In many homes, an additional horizontal banner with auspicious character is placed above the door. The color red is chosen because it symbolizes luck, joy, and prosperity in Chinese culture. Many people believe that red can drive away bad luck and attract positive energy. Therefore, hanging red couplets is also a symbolic way of inviting good fortune and happiness into the household. This tradition has long history and is closely connected with the art of Chinese calligraphy. The characters on red papers are often written with a brush in elegant calligraphic style. In many places, calligraphy artists create handwritten couplets before the New Year's and sell or give them to families. Beyond decoration, these couplets also reflect creativity and literary beauty. The two lines are carefully structured so that their meanings and rhythm balance each other. This symmetry makes them not only meaningful but also aesthetically pleasing to reading. Today, even though many families use printed couplets, the tradition of hanging red couplets continues to be widely practiced in China. The bright red decoration seen on doors throughout neighborhoods create a festive atmosphere and symbolize hope for the coming year. For this reason, red couplets are more than simple decoration. They represent cultural heritage, heartfelt blessing, and the wish for happiness and prosperity for the entire family in the new year. 12. The art of paper cutting. In the rich cultural heritage of China, paper cutting is one of the oldest and most distinctive forms of folk art. The traditional craft known as Chinese paper cutting has existed for thousands of years and continues to be practiced today. These delicate work art are usually made from red paper and are commonly used as decoration during important festivals. Artisans use scissors or small knife to cut intricate patterns from a single sheet of paper. With remarkable skill and patience, they transform simple material into detailed designs such as flowers, birds, animals, zodiac symbols, or scenes from daily life. It reflects the creativity and craftsmanship of the artist. In many homes throughout China, paper cuttings are displayed on window bars or doors as decorative ornaments. They become especially popular during Chinese New Year when families decorate their home with red paper cuttings featuring symbols of good fortune. Common motifs include the character for fortune. Fish represent abundance, peony symbolizing prosperity, and the zodiac animal of the year. Beyond their decorative purpose, paper cutting also carry deep cultural meaning. Through these designs, artists often express traditional stories, family values, and hopes for happiness and prosperity. As a result, its artwork becomes more than just decoration. It represents a cultural tradition passed down through generations. Even in modern times, the art of paper cutting continues to be appreciated and preserved. Many schools and cultural centers teach younger generations how to create paper cutting so they can better understand traditional culture. At the same time, contemporary artists experiment with new styles, blending modern creativity with traditional techniques. Because of this, paper cutting remains a living cultural art rather than an ancient tradition. These small yet intricate designs symbolize creativity, patience, and the enduring beauty of traditional Chinese culture.